welcome back to another vlog, another weekend vlog. I'm going to film this weekend. It is now Friday and it is just before 12 and I'm going to vlog from today. We've got a lovely weekend planned, a very chilled weekend, very wholesome weekend of just me and Will having quality time. But yeah, it is now Friday just before midday and I have just finished work for the day, which is lovely, a nice early finish. I've been at work this morning. I've trained legs with Will at 6 AM this morning, which I was so tired for, but it was a good session nonetheless. I've already had my coffee today, which I'm so annoyed at myself because normally on Fridays I'll treat myself to a coffee when I'm finished work. But I was so knackered this morning, I was like, I actually need a coffee, so I had to go and have a coffee, so it's fine. But it's fine. I'm going to actually be heading to Sainsbury's right now, not for even anything in particular, although I do kind of need something for lunch because I don't think I've got much at home. But I just want to have a little mooch around Sainsbury's. I'm a Sainsbury's girl, I love a Sainsbury's. Also love M&S, but we're going to M&S later. But yeah, I'm going to head to Sainsbury's now and then I'm going to head home, have a shower, have a bath and some lunch, and then Will should be finished work about 3, half 3. Go see him. We're going to head into town for a nice walk, pop into M&S, and what else are we doing? Will's got an issue with his laptop, so he needs to take it in somewhere. Yeah, a very chilled weekend that we've got planned, but I thought I've got to start a vlog because I'm loving filming a weekend vlog. It's just something fun, it's something for us to do and we both love it. We also want to film this weekend, which is one reason we might go to M&S and get the bits for it today, but like a new in M&S foodie try on, like trying all the new foods at M&S because I love things like that. And it's just an excuse to eat food really, isn't it? Oh my goodness. They're the cutest pyjamas ever. Actually walking around Sainsbury's humming Christmas songs to myself, and it wasn't until just then I was like, oh god, I was doing this really loud. And like, to be fair, no one had said anything, so. Who knew a Friday at Sainsbury's would be so busy, can I just say? I probably should have known. Of course Fridays are busy.
Waiting for pairing.
It's all going off. Like, can someone tell me what I really went in for? I don't really know. But I've just spent 25 quid. It just sums me up. And I'm really craving a Subway salad. Like, really craving a Subway salad. When was the last time I had one? Last Saturday, so almost a week ago. I really do want one. But equally, I've just spent £25 in Sainsbury's.
Cold outside.
This evening has been
Reunited. I started a vlog earlier. Another weekend vlog, because we love a weekend, don't we?
We love a weekend.
We love a weekend. Anyway, we are reunited after work.
Woo.
And it is, what's the time? 3:15. It feels so late.
Yeah, it's early. We got off early, didn't we? You
pretty much didn't work today.
Didn't even work today.
That's really rude. I'm going to be filming trying the new in M&S Christmassy food. So we are just doing our shop now. I saw online that they did this box of, it was like the mix. But it doesn't look like they do them. Remember the selection of different ones?
Oh, yeah.
But we are back from, well, we're in the car, just been to M&S, which was
semi-successful.
I don't even know if I would say semi. I just feel it's a little bit unsuccessful.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a Waitrose haul.
We're gonna have to do the videos like part M&S new in and part Waitrose. And I was like, do you have this? Do you have this? They don't, and I'm really sad about it. Especially those mince pies that aren't mince pies. That was like the one thing I was really looking forward to. One thing we did get from M&S that we have been eating now. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Gigantic buttons. Jubbly. Lives in my brain. What is so bloody nice coming into B&M at this time? It is so quiet. We just got the whole world to ourselves. This never happens. It's normally stressful. Just grabbed a Costa, which is not our usual vibe, is it? But I needed the loo, so I just popped in so I'd go for a wee. So he grabbed a oat milk cortado, and can you see the moon behind me? I mean, at the moment you can see a lamppost. Hold on. Look at that. That is the moon. Full moon at 5 o'clock. Crazy. Let's try it in here and see what we can get. It may look like we're still in Waitrose, and we are, but we're actually in another Waitrose. This one's slightly bigger and better by the looks of it so far. we are back now, as you can see, and it is many hours later because we literally had a lovely Nando's. I just had the chicken and pickle burger. We actually both had the chicken and pickle burger, and I always get broccoli on the side. And Will had, what did you have? Peri chips and rainbow slaw. Is that right? Oh, he's brushing his teeth. Yes, that is what Will had. Huh? You had peri chips and rainbow slaw? And then we came home and we've just been watching Sidemen whilst just chilling, eating chocolate because I've been craving chocolate so much this week, and I've obviously been having some chocolate and whatever, but I was like, you know what, I just need to have some chocolate and enjoy some chocolate. So that's exactly what I did. And I also have just been doing a little bit of, I say doing Christmas shopping, I have not bought anything, but just like going on the Tinternet and looking at present ideas for people. But I must admit, I love buying people presents, but I'm struggling big time this year. Like normally I get inspo from like the John Lewis gift section, the Oliver Bonas gift section, but I'm struggle city this year. Like I am on these things, I'm on the ASOS gift section. I just like to go on there to get ideas. I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything at all. Like I've got a few ideas for certain people, like my dad. Yeah, we said we'd probably just sit in a coffee shop or something this weekend and brainstorm some ideas.
We don't brainstorm nothing, my dear. We roll off each other.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Good morning, happy Saturday. It's just gone 10 AM and I've just finished work for the weekend. I've had a really lovely, very quick morning. I am absolutely freezing. The car is saying it's 12.5 degrees. It can't be, I don't believe it. There is absolutely no way. It is so cold. Yeah, I had a class at, I actually got up a bit late. I wanted to curl my hair and things, but as we can see, the hair isn't hairy. But yeah, I had my class at 7 and it was a very quiet one today. And when I say quiet, I only had one person. I'd had my breakfast at like 6:30 just before I left to come to work because of like, you know, it was either 6:30 or 10 o'clock. So I was like, I'll just have it now because I had a busy morning. Anyway, I had this little thought, like, do you know what? Like, maybe I could just have my breakfast at work. But I thought, oh, no, I don't have enough time. I have to have it before work. Otherwise I'd be starving. Anyway, set that aside. Went in, obviously just had one person. And then I was like, well, it's a hard session. Like, it is hard to do on your own. So I was convinced to join in. So me and Jodie trained together. This was the aftermath. Obviously, I literally, not even gonna lie, I didn't even have a proper bra on or anything at this point. I was like, right, okay, I think I've got a sports bra in my bag. Grabbed that, and yeah, I was like, I could be sick because this perform session's a lot, obviously performance focused, so it's strength, cardio. It's a lot of it. Like, it is an intense session. So I was like, I might throw up because I literally had just had my oats. And we managed it. The oats didn't come back up, so we're all good. We are reunited. It is now 12 o'clock. We are both showered. We are both ready.
We started?
Huh?
The vlog?
Yeah, I started the vlog yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. We are showered, we are ready, the hat is on, the comfy Uggs are on, and we're just driving somewhere so we can do our M&S and Waitrose video, but very excited. I'm hungry. Are you hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving. I don't eat anything today, so I'm not.
Yeah, he's hungry. I've had oats and rice cakes, but I'm still really hungry.
Starving.
I've got my water. We are ready to go. So that is the plan, and then we're going to go and grab a coffee. I actually haven't had a coffee yet today. Will has. I was going to drive to Starbucks after work. I think I even said it on the vlog, and then I was like, oh no, I won't, because we'll get a coffee together. We already had a coffee this morning without me, Starbucks. So, but
yeah, but
I've had it in my head, so I'm going to go on. No, it's fine. It's just our routine every Saturday, but it's fine. Don't worry. Bits and bobs in there. We are just wandering around the range, having a little mooch. Look where we've ended back up. M&S Cafe for lunch. I've got a cheese toasty and Will's got cheese and ham.
Cheese and ham. I was going to go for that. I was like, no. Back to your roots.
Cheese. Go back to your roots. and we're having a lovely Saturday, aren't we? Lovely Saturday. You probably aren't wondering, but if you are wondering what we've been up to since M&S, because it is now 20 to 6, we have been on the sofa, the telly on, and I've been starting the Christmas shopping, and now we're just getting ready to go. I've just ordered my Subway salad to be picked up. I think Will's getting McDonald's today. He doesn't fancy his Subway, he fancies a McDonald's. Just making my hot water bottle, because you can't go to the cinema without a hot water bottle, because if you didn't know, it's bloody freezing in there. Good morning, it is now Sunday, and I think the last thing I vlogged was just before we went out to the cinema when I was actually filling up my hot water bottle. But we went to cinema. I had Subway salad, you had McDonald's. Had some popcorn and chocolate, and we watched Paddington, and it was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was actually really good.
It was really good. We both very much enjoyed it. Yeah, it's now Sunday morning, 10:30, and what have we done this morning? Food shop came at about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Meal prepped, had some breakfast, got ready for the day, and now we're here on our way to our walk, the starting point of our hike. So that is the plan this morning, today. The full day is to do this big old hike, which I think will take us approximately 6 hours in total. That is hefty when you think of it like that.
Say 6 hours, but
oh my gosh, but like I've read the reviews on this specific route, and I think I keep seeing the word very challenging, very cliff edge hill vibe, but we'll be okay. Did you bring toilet roll?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, the essentials, we've got blister plasters, and I've got more. We've got water. Do you get your own water?
I got flavoured water and normal water.
Wow.
Energy drink and my meal deal.
And it's got a meal deal.
With Percy Pigs and satay chicken skewers.
Nice. I've got hand sanitizer, lip balm, hairbrush. My essentials. I have got my big bottle of water. I have got 2 rice cakes and a chicken wrap. That's it. Yeah. And I'll put these blister plasters in, ready to go. Just need to park up and start. I actually don't really know where we're going, if I'm honest, when we get there, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully there's...
I reckon it's just like by the side of the
cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, we've just started. We started about 11:15. It's literally 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'm already out of breath. We just climbed a big old hill. Look at that view. Oh, how amazing is that? Quite chilly, but actually I'm pretty warmed up after that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Look at this view. We've parked our car here. So let's go. I think it's about 18 kilometres in total. So here we go. We'll catch you in a bit. We are 4 kilometres in, and we've tackled the biggest hill so far. That felt like it was going on for ages, didn't it? Yeah, which was up from Ringstead, and it was a bit of a big hill, and I've been bursting for a wee for ages, but it was quite a I say a busy route, but I mean there's no one around us at the moment, but there is people also on this kind of route, which makes it difficult when you need a wee, but I've managed to go now, thankfully. Yeah. We have delayed. Will's literally now in t-shirt and gilet. I had a white top underneath this, I took that off, and we are quite close to the cliff edge, really. I don't know if on camera you can actually see, that is the edge of the cliff. It's actually a really nice day, like it's not too sunny where it's like the sun is beaming on you. It's so cloudy but not misty, not foggy. It's just a perfect day for it, I would say, would you?
Yeah.
And all I'm thinking about is pub dinner and a bath when I get home tonight, and I'm a celeb. Beautiful. Right, we've made it. We've just walked all the way down there, which actually is a lot steeper. Also, yeah, I've got mud on my jumper. That was a lot steeper than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Quads are on fire. Now we've got to make it up this, which does look quite steep, but maybe more gradual. I don't know, but right on the edge of a cliff. We made it. Holy hell. Look at that.
It was good up until about half an hour. And
But we knew it'd be
we've done
hard.
the three.
And it's 4.
Was there 4? Oh, you've been
Yeah.
counting.
Yeah, we've got 4 still on the way back. Massive hills.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you one that we're going to have to walk back up. It's just so daunting.
That was steep, that one was, wasn't it?
And get it on the vlog, like you can't see the extent of it. Look at that. We bloody made it. We haven't actually caught you up in a while. We walked obviously a little bit further, I think we vlogged when we got there. And then we just walked a little bit further and sat down and had our lunch. We probably were there, yeah, about 15 minutes just having some lunch. We got freezing cold, so it's obviously quite high up. Now we are back at Ringstead. Almost 13 and a half kilometres in and 3 hours and 40 minutes in. So we've actually...
You smashed it.
I'm going to explain what happened, but right as we started the walk, I was like, Will, I reckon, so it took us 2 hours 25 to get there, and I was like, Will, I reckon we can do this in 2.
Down the hill.
We were walking down a really steep hill, and I was like, do you know what, I reckon we can do this in 2.
I was like,
on
no,
the way
don't be
back.
Stupid.
And Will was like, oh no, don't be stupid. With that, literally as soon as those words came out of my
Probably
mouth,
5 seconds later,
I slipped.
I'm walking, I'm in front, and like my vision is like, I can see just by the right of me, I see Imogen just flying.
Yeah. I just completely lost my foot.
Twisted your ankle and just
Yeah, I completely twisted my ankle and just
fell
flew
down.
right in front of Will into like this little bushy thing. And I'm not gonna lie, there were tears. It was...
Yeah. I was like kind of...
Will didn't really know
I
how
was, like,
bad...
wanted to laugh, but I didn't realise how bad you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
So I had to then suck the laugh back
But do you know
in.
when your ankle just goes like that? Whew. It was extremely sore, and do you know, for a split second I was like, I think I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. I twisted my ankle completely,
Yeah.
but I was like, I need to get straight up and just walk, because if I sat there for too long, I think I wouldn't have wanted to go again. Whenever
You
we've
don't wanna
stopped, I'm like, yeah, no, that
Colder
hurts.
now, though, so
Yeah. But yeah, whenever we stop, I'm like, yep, that hurts. So just got to keep walking. Although
it
the
was
downhills,
absolutely hilarious, so.
it was funny. Like, in the moment, I was like, are you actually
You
kidding
wanted
me?
to really hurt me.
I did, because I was like, Will didn't realise how much pain I was in, so he was laughing, and then when you realised, you stopped.
No.
But I was like, you are a dick for laughing at me. Okay, it has actually been 2 weeks since the whole video that you would have just seen. If you have managed to get to the end, then thank you so much. But yeah, it has been actually 2 weeks since all of that malarkey, that video, and that lovely weekend. And I didn't finish that vlog, and I haven't vlogged since because life has been lifing, if I'm completely honest. November, the last couple of weeks of November took a bit of a turn, but that's okay. And I've been trying to be as positive as I possibly can be, because things could always be worse. Things can always be worse. But yeah, I just haven't felt like myself, and I just couldn't bring myself to edit this vlog because, and it sounds so dramatic, and I so know that it sounds so dramatic, so please, I know it is, but in my head I just couldn't bring myself to do it, because we'd had such a good weekend and then something happened and blah 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 blah. So here we are, finishing this vlog, because I don't just want to cut it where we cut it. I thought I may as well do a little bit of an explain, so it's something for me to look back on in the future and be like, oh my god, I can't believe that actually happened. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, it is not that much of a big deal. It's okay, it's fine, I'm fine, everyone around me is fine. We went on that hike, had the most amazing time, like it was just a perfect Sunday, and we'd made it a bit of a habit now to go on a hike every Sunday of some kind. Sometimes it's just a long walk, sometimes it's more of a hike like we did. And we literally had filmed in the vlog after this incident happened of me falling over and hurting my ankle. We had literally filmed it, and I was saying like, we were laughing about it and I was in pain, but like it was okay, it was fine. I just had to keep on walking because otherwise it was quite painful. I can't even remember what we had said, but obviously we explained the story. And we obviously went into the pub and had a meal, but before we went in I had changed into my Uggs and I took my hiking boot off, and I was like, the pain in the ankle was just getting worse and worse, and I thought, well, of course it's going to get worse because, you know, I twisted my ankle, I hurt it a little bit, and I've carried on walking 6 miles on it. Of course it's going to be a bit sore. Like, okay, it's fine. I was struggling to walk a little bit, like hobbling, but I was like, right, let's go in, let's have our roast dinner, blah blah blah. But Will was looking at my ankle and he was like, Imogen, your ankle is huge, like it doesn't look good. And I was like, it's okay, it's fine. I hate hospitals, so I thought there was no chance I'm going to the hospital, so I'm okay. I've just walked on it, so I'm fine. Went home and I was like, in my head, I didn't want to say anything, but in my head I was like, do you know what? The pain is getting a little bit worse as time's going on. I was like, ouch, yeah, I'm feeling this actually. It's okay, I have a bath. You know, baths fix everything, don't they? In my mind, I'm like, I'll have a bath and I'm gonna be fine. Went to get out the bath and I thought, why can't I walk on my foot? I just couldn't walk, and I just like hobbled myself downstairs and sat on the sofa, and I just cried because I was like, this is so uncomfortable. And it was just the swelling. It was obviously the heat didn't help from the bath. That was a stupid thing to do, but I wasn't to know. And Will was like, you need to get it looked at. You need to get it looked at. And I was like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna wake up. I've got a class at 6 a.m. That's fine. I'm gonna go to that. And you know, still painful in the day, I might go and get it looked at. In denial, some may say. I was in complete denial. It can't be that bad. I'm just in pain because it's sore. Blah, blah, blah. But no. Off we go to A&E. Waited there for a little bit. It wasn't too bad actually, and the staff there were absolutely incredible. They were so nice. Then I had my x-ray. Luckily, the doctor came out and said, look, nothing's broken. We just think it's a severe, like, you know, pretty bad sprain. We don't normally give crutches and things for sprains, but we're going to give you crutches because we think it is quite a bad one. Went home with my crutches. I thought, good, it's not broken, this is brilliant. Give it a few days, I'll rest at home, give it a few days and I'll be back to work. After a few days I was like, still can't walk, still can't put any weight on it, still really painful. And then by the Friday, because obviously this all happened on the Sunday, by the Friday I was like, I need to get back to work because I'm letting my clients down, I'm letting work down, like I need to get back to work. So I started trying to walk on my ankle a bit more, and it was painful and it was just so sore, and I was like, what is going on? Like, surely it's been a week now, what is going on? Why is it so sore? And they had said to me in the hospital, like, if in a week's time there is no improvement, you need to come back. So went to work the next Monday, so it had been like 8 days, and I was like, I just need to get some normality, I need to be at work, I need to get a full day in. Lasted 8 hours, came home, and I was just looking at my ankle, and it was almost like I could just see it swelling in the moment, and all day I could feel it, and my foot was freezing cold as well. And Will got home and I just literally sat down and I just burst into tears because I thought, what is going on? Why does it feel like it's not getting any better? Like, I was forcing myself to walk on it, so obviously that wasn't helpful because I shouldn't have been walking on it that soon, but in my mind it had been 8 days. They'd said to start weight bearing within a few days, so I was like, it should be okay, like what is going on? Anyway, Monday night we end up back in A&E. Wanted to go to the walk-in, but we're told to go back up to A&E. Went back up to A&E. Was then seen by the fracture clinic, and they were like, look, there is nothing wrong with your bones. The bones are fine. Essentially, it's a grade 3 sprain, and they were like, look, you probably were trying to walk on it way too soon. You should really have been using crutches, like, still. Because of how severe it is, we're going to give you a boot to wear for around 2 weeks. So it's like, a boot to wear for 2 weeks. Okay, that's fine. He said then after the boot, after a couple of weeks, we want you to take the boot off and try and just walk with your crutches, like use your crutches, because you'll need them for support. You won't be able to go too long on your feet without crutches. So I was like, okay. So here we are. It is now a week later. I've had my, let me try and show you, boot on for a week now. Still very uncomfortable. I'm back at work, which is amazing. I'm walking at work with just my boot because it's physically impossible to be a PT and have be on crutches, if I'm completely honest, because it just feels like I shouldn't even be charging clients if I'm on crutches because I can't do anything. So I try and get through the days at work with just my boot, and I'm just trying to split the days up a little bit more. Like yesterday, I worked 6 until midday, and then I went home for a few hours, then went back in the evening. So just trying to split the days off so I have rest in between, and it's not like a full 12 hours of like on my feet. The past 2 weeks I've been trying to keep as positive as possible, but I just haven't felt myself. Like, I am a routine girl. My family know, everyone around me knows I am a routine girl, and I do not deal well when things don't go how they're supposed to go. I'm very like, but just very routine. I have my habits in place, and like, you know, I'm very active. Normally like 4 weight sessions a week, around 15,000 steps a day, cardio 3 to 4 times a week. Like, I run every week, and it was like all of a sudden everything I do was just like stripped away, and it's like, can't do anything. Obviously now I'm training upper body, and I'm still trying to get 3 to 4 sessions in a week, doing upper, some core stuff. But so I'm moving now, but obviously the steps, like yesterday I was like, wow, I've hit 8,000 steps, and that for me, normally, you know, I'm like 7,000 more than that, like double that. So it's just been tough, and like I said at the start, like, things could always be worse, and I completely am aware of that. But equally I was like, do you know what, whole life just feels like it's been completely flipped upside down because I can't do anything. Like, needs to say, obviously I can't even drive, and I am very independent in that, like with my job especially, like sometimes if you've got a gap between clients, I'll go and grab coffee, I'll pop home and get this. I can't do anything. Literally can't drive anywhere. I can't drive. So I was like, everything was just like all of a sudden gone from being independent, doing whatever I want to do, to like, you can't do anything, you're relying on everyone else to take you to places, to do things for you. Like at home, it's like, if I want something from upstairs, it's like, right, okay, let's get up, let's walk up. It's like, everything is so much more of an effort, and it's like, oh my gosh, like you take it for so much for granted. And like I said, I was so glad it wasn't broken, but then when they told me the severity of the sprain and that, do you know what, you probably would have been better off breaking it, I thought, yeah, wish I had broke it now. But it is what it is. Like I said, I'm feeling much more positive. I'm like, right, I've had a couple of weeks of like feeling really sad, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've been still positive and doing as much as I can, but like, I've just felt sad. I felt down in the dumps. I haven't felt like myself, and I feel like that's okay. We have times like that. We're gonna be positive. Like, things are gonna start to improve soon. Like, it's still painful. It's still really, really painful. And when I'm on it for the morning or whatever, the evenings are always the worst, going to bed. Like, this is life. And I'll be grateful looking back on this because I know that it will make me stronger. So yeah, it is absolutely fine. So yeah, everything is okay now. We're going to be okay. It's going to take a long time to recover fully, but hopefully next week I'll be walking on it, hobbling on it, and I'll be able to drive hopefully in a couple of weeks. So fingers crossed for full recovery with no issues. As long as I do physio, it could be 3 to 6 months. I feel positive that I'm doing all the right things. Like, I actually did have a week of resting it. I am listening to my body. I'm splitting my days up more. I'm not forcing myself to get loads of steps in because, I mean, physically, my hands actually with crutches cannot take it. Like, we've been trying to get out for some fresh air, but a walk that would normally take me say half an hour is now taking me an hour, and my hands, because obviously when I'm out I'm on my crutches, they are so sore, but that's okay. We had a bit of an incident on Sunday a couple of days ago where I got up in the morning, felt okay, like I was fine, and then I hopped in the shower, washed my hair, which is a long process, anyone with extensions will know, and then I was just starting to feel a bit sick and just a bit funny in the shower. I thought, I'm not feeling right, so I thought better get out. I was done anyway, and I was sat down in the bathroom because I thought, yeah, something is not right. So I sat down in the bathroom and then was like, no, I think I need to be around Will just in case, because I am not feeling good. So I then hobbled into here. Obviously didn't have my boot on because I'd been in the shower. Sat down, wrapped in my towel, and I was like, one thing about me is I've always been someone that faints. You know, some people, I know most of the people around me actually, Will, my family, are all like, they've never fainted in their life. I've always been quite a fainter. Injections, blood tests, faint. Tattoos, fine. Piercings, faint. I just go, if I'm completely honest, but it's been quite a few years. It's been probably 3 years since the last time I fainted. No idea what happened on Sunday. Literally, I'm assuming where I'd had my foot elevated in the night, got up, got in the shower. Obviously naturally the blood is going to pool to that leg because of the injury, and then being in the shower, obviously hadn't eaten anything, the blood is just going straight to my legs, the heat of the shower, I think it was just such a mixture of things. So yeah, sat on the floor, and because I fainted so many times, I know all the signs, I know when I'm going to go. My vision starts to go, my hearing starts to go, so I am lucky in that sense, in that I won't just, touch wood, I've never just been like, oof, donk. And the last words I hear Will say is, oh, for fuck's sake. And he obviously grabs me, but he was like, there wasn't much he could do, because obviously when you pass out it is your dead weight. So he's just like, I'm sprawled all on the floor all over him. And then I came to, he thinks I was out for probably 20-30 seconds, he said. And then I sit myself up, he sits me up, and he's, bless Will, I am so lucky to have that man. Like, I just remember him sat there cuddling me like, Imogen, you're okay, you're here, like, I'm here, I've got you, nothing's gonna happen, I've got you. And I thought, in that moment, as horrible as it all was, I knew I was safe because I knew Will was there, and he's dealt with me passing out a few times, like, he knows. I was like, I don't want it to happen again, but I knew I was gonna go again. I could feel it. I was like, I know I'm gonna go. And then my head just goes donk straight forward. That time Will managed to quickly flip me into the recovery position, so within a few seconds I was awake again, and I just led in that position for a little while until I felt okay to get up. And I've been fine since. Like, I do just think it was just a massive mixture of things. Like, that's that, we're over it. Normally whenever I pass out it really does give me anxiety for like a couple of weeks, because I'm so scared it's going to happen again. Normally it gives me like pure anxiety, and for a couple of weeks I won't want to do anything, and I won't want to be with anyone that hasn't experienced me passing out, because I'm so scared of it happening again. But I was like, I'm not going to let this control me, because it's been a rough couple of weeks. Like, this is just one of those things that's happened. It's fine. I know why it's happened. Like, I know there's nothing wrong, touch wood, with me.